Welcome, welcome, children of the night. Let's begin a new adventure, a second game book of tonight. As soon I have all the setup ready. Here we go. And here we go. And let's start this second game book that called Rise of the Night Creatures. The background is a lot. I didn't read it too much, but let me write it down. Rise of the Night Creatures. Rise of the Night Creatures. Yeah, perfect. Let's make some music, some folk. Probably not. Let's go with the adventure one. Okay. Perfect. Oh, welcome again, my children of the night. Thursday, 10 of October, and if you are American, October 10. I don't know why you say that, but it is what it is. The book that I will attempt to play is called Rise of the Night Creatures by Tammy Badowski. And we'll see how we go. There are so many books in this site that I'm very happy to have found out, and probably I will do a daily, no, if not so daily, maybe one day a week streaming of a game book, but we'll see. I still have to figure out also, because it's difficult for me, because it's not my English is not my language, as you can hear, and playing a game book in a foreign language is not the most easy things to do. Now, let's see. The background. Rise of the Night Creatures. Okay, let's start. Little Finny had one eye dangling by a thread, but it was the most beloved creature of a 5-year-old boy. The toddler would play with this teddy bear in the nursery and talk to it, and they had some good conversation. This little boy has no friends, so he spent most of the time indoors. He ran about manors, play hide and seek with his older sisters. One night he heard his father screaming and went to check the commotion. I don't know what it is. The boy ran into the hallway, peered over the balcony that overlooked the indoor pool, and watched his father attack mother. He brought down an axe and wedged it deep into the top of her cranium, near splitting her head into 2 parts. Talking about childhood drama, by the way. She had some newfound strength out to reach up and grab onto the handle of the axe. With a great force, he flung her hand towards the pool, and as her body was sent reeling through the air, the axe came free. As she struck the water in the pool, there was a loud splash, and she didn't struggle to keep afloat. Sank like a stone. All around her the water floated with a scarlet hue. The little boy watched until he could no longer see her. Fucking hell. Father growled and glanced up. He looked surprised at first, but then he lowered his eyebrows and became stern. "Go away, son. I'll be there in a minute to put you to bed," he ordered in strict tone. And then walked away out the side toward the frantic screech. He could hear his father laughing manically. He could hear the tooth of the axe blade striking bones and eating through flesh. He could hear father's grunt as he struggled to pull the axe back out of his victim, then strike again. He could hear blood splattering across the wall and floor. Then the scream stopped. Jesus! The little boy could only guess it was one of his sisters now being attacked. The toddler ran back to the nursery and slammed the door. In the shadow of a lit candle, he hid by the crib until the noise stopped. Then there were those footsteps arriving angrily, heavily, and eagerly. They stopped outside the door. The little boy brought his close his chest, held dearly onto Finny, who didn't seem worried at all by all of this. The doorknob jiggled violent, then uttered. The moment felt like some ghost trying to get in, or the ugly creature that hid in children's closet but only struck after bedtime. Then the door flung open and his father stepping in. There was dishevelled, and he was soaked in sweat and painted with ruby wetness. His weapon was red with the family's blood, decorated in shards of skin. "Where are you?" he whispered. "Where are you? Are you?" whispered harshly, and noticed his tone on the floor. The tone that came next was almost welcoming. "Ah, there you are. This time, so put your toy away and come here." The little boy's kisses steady, got to his feet so he could place it, and his father lifted the axe up to his overhead. "Oh, Jesus. God damn. Crimson Manor." You recall that night you decided to take a shortcut through the back alley at 3 in the morning when the street was dead of traffic. Paying the bartender, you just left your job at the stripper club and started for home. All night that was snowy white hair and teeth like a vampire was staring at you and smirking. He seems rather suspicious and constantly looking over his shoulder at you. You should have called the bouncer of the police right then there, but you decided again. When you glanced over at his table again, he had vanished. He didn't even drink a highball he ordered, left behind his burning cigarette in the glass ashtray. In the back alley, a dark entity slammed into you, and you thought either a mugger wanted your wallet or you were going to be murdered. Whatever it was, it bit deep into your right forearm and drew blood. Your head slammed into the brick wall, and you passed out for a couple of minutes. When you came to, your wallet was still in your back pocket, but now there was a nasty bite mark on your hand. Fearing for worse, you held down a cab and went to the nearest hospital. Once the emergency, they stitched you up, asked many questions, and even get the police involved. You couldn't give much detail since it was dark and you could remember the face of your assault. What damage was done to your arm was indeed like a dog bite, and the nurses were confused as to why you think a mugger would have attacked. You like this? Do you have an enemy? You know it was a human. You're not stupid. It was probably some deranged lunatic. Either way, they sent you home. And when you just went to bed, only to wake up 2 hours later in a sweat and slight fever. A rotten odor emanating from your wound, you noticed that it has bled through the bandage. Taking off the dressing, examining the marks, you noticed that it has stopped bleeding, healed the reddening quickly, and although delicate to the touch, hurts like hell. You get up, watch your face, and notice your eyes and severely bloodshot, and your fingernails grew an inch or so more since your nap. I'm becoming a werewolf? What the fuck is going on? You go back to work, and that night you make your famous voodoo cocktail and shooters. When it's time to leave, you go back down to the hard alley, hoping to meet your attacker, but there is no one. The bite marks are but a bruise now. That night, your fever worsens, and in your living room you feel a pain in your gut that doesn't go away. You think of calling an ambulance, but at the second your fingernails start to grow longer and hair leaks out of your flesh, hollering in pain for someone, anyone, to come to your rescue, all of your cries are in vain and nobody comes to help. You fall to the floor, and a snoot bursts to your mouth, ripping your face into 2 parts. Your blood spills all over the carpet and flesh explodes against the wall as the wolf inside you breaks free. That night, coming into a bit of the twilight, but you are so weak that you just lay on your side, whimpering and shivering. You can't understand these new senses of sight, hearing, and hunger you know now. In an hour, your body goes back to human form, and you are left painting, freak out about your experience. Taking an hot shower to cleanse all of the blood off, your skin feels like it's on fire, and you do contemplate returning that phone. And you contemplate returning to that phone call, but you don't bother. Sitting on the couch observing the bloody mess on the wall of your room helps you decipher the fact that your back alley attacker must have been a werewolf or something. The bite marks on your arms have healed and are now just scars. You're stronger, your senses are finely tuned, and your urge to have sex is enlightened. You become what do you call it? Oh my god! You become a 17 years old dude. You are not sure when your next turn will be, but it's not something you cannot avoid now. You are going to have to do something. You know the local owner of caldrons, hooks and devils, and she brings up your day as you enter her shop. She knows but your name, since you have come here to buy sage sticks or black candles for your dungeon. You are not Wiccan, but you can be spiritual at times and believe in energies, demons, spirit, dark magic. What brings you here so early in the morn? She said, and you explain what happened to you and show her scar. Her lips press together and her eyes show concerns. Have you turned yet? You nod strictly. She rummaged through her shelves and then through a few boxes holding items which are not for sale. Her stop her to glance around and filled with old wizard air candies. Beeswax, candles, incense sticks, quartz cluster, idols, handmade soaps, pendulums, and Ouija boards. She comes back to you empty-handed. I'm afraid I'm all out of belladonna, but if you go to the Crimson Manor, just north and a few miles out of the town, the owner may have it. I don't want to bother. I hear it's a little insane. Then I will phone first. Hang on. She's rushed to where the herself sit and call a number. She says lycanthropy to whoever is on the other line and listen intently, then hang up. He has one spring left and says it will be not cheap to purchase, but he will deliver me tomorrow. I can't wait that long. Then you will have to go there yourself. Weren't the hideous ex-murder there? Isn't the place cursed or something? The previous owners had kept his entire family. You don't care too much for the Crimson Manor, for you have heard rumors that it's filled with evil creatures and other unworldly things. Visitors are simply not welcome there. Things happen that aren't explained, and even the police avoid the area. Yes, but the dead can harm the living. I do hope you feel better after you hit the herb. Just go home and sleep it off. You fell asleep for only a moment into the couch when you get back home and have nightmares about the Crimson Man. Something demonic is calling you there. It had just sent a succubus to suckle you, drawing you in, to get you started wanting more. Later that day, you decide to drive out north to the unspeakable house just as the sun is setting. You must turn right off the main highway and down a long dirty road, cutting through a forest. There are potholes and bumps. This road is not maintained at all, and soon the vault's roof comes into view. The old manor is 2 to 3 story height, with one turret, many dusty windows, and a worn sturdy wooden exterior. It looks like a mansion out of a horror flick, and most likely very out even. It's horrible system. It has a Victorian theme and very handsomely detailed. All of the plant's life is overgrown weeds and thorny bushes. You pull up to the circular driveway and get out of your car. Heavy drapes cover the windows and main floor, so you cannot see inside. The colossal porch looks lopsided, like it's ready to collapse. Come the next heavy hailstorm. It is a massively home, but it has been left to. It must be a beautiful sight when it was brand new. The gardens, the fountain, the drive, parking, bolted windows, grey woods. The doorbell looks like some old buzzer from the turn of the century. Things knocking brought no butler to the door. You decided to just put the ringer. Unexpectedly, the button exploded, and black spiders clutter out of the hole that now exists. Hundreds of black widows crawl up and down to the wall in your direction. The front door opens by itself, and you can see the giant foyer beyond. Quickly, before the spider gets step off the porch, enter the house. The door swings close behind. Bang. So that is the initial background of the book. I really don't know. I get it about the Crimson Manor. I don't really get it about what the fuck is going on with the little Finny, that he experienced his father murdering his mother. But I'll keep it in consideration. So let's play this and see. Play. Skill 10, stamina 16, luck 10, lycanthropy 9. Possession, what I had? A flashlight. Okay, I have a flash. Okay, perfect. Let me make a little pause of 5 minutes. I'll be right back. So we can start to play this book. Be right back. Here we go, I'm back, children of the night. Let's see what is this all about. Strangely, from inside everything looks polished and lived in. Nothing a speck of dust upon it. The grey granite and scarlet tidal thorns, and has the most beautiful mosaic of a pentagram and goat's face work into it. There are long Turkish waves on either side of the grand Peruvian marble stairway, and the colossal brass chandeliers as near 100 lit candles. The home has no obvious electricity, only candles, lanterns and lamps, which give the luxurious foyer an ominous yet soothing. Nice sight, but still eerie. Even the smirking gargoyles that are perched their spot at the base watch you every move. Their eyes out of rubies sparkle lifelike. Silence. Although you're alone, don't feel like you're quite alone. I don't know. In fact, you feel like you're being watched. Will you call out to see if anyone come, or search the area quietly? Perhaps you can find the belladonna on your home and get out of here quickly. Okay. I'm in the middle of a fucking night in the fucking mansion. I will call out if... I mean, usually when you say, hey, 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 nobody's here? In any horror movie, you see some kind of reaction, you see some kind of answer. I don't know. I will probably ask, hey, anybody here? I need to snooze. Wait a second. Sorry. I will call out to see if anyone comes, or search the area quietly. Well, I suppose that whatever fucking creatures is there, they know that I'm here. But I will still call out, hey, anybody here? So I will call out. Let's see what happened. And your voice echoes off every surface and come back at you. Sends a shiver up your spine. This alone is such a strange, and no one. The candles flicker, almost going out, sending shadow over the entire room. How disturbing it would be if they did go out. You can hear something. Oh my god! You can hear someone crying upstairs, and then it's fade. Now you are certain someone is here, and you are not alone after all. I am in the fucking Appalachian Mountains. God damn it. Okay. You call out again, this time cupping your hand over your mouth. An orb of light flows down the stair, dissolving to the floor at the base of the stairwell. The candles in the chandelier sputter and burn out, sending the entire foyer into complete blackness. Eyes of the stone gargoyle burn a fiery red now, and you can swear you see them blinking their allies. In the darkness, it's difficult to tell what exactly you're looking at and experiencing, although it's still daylight outside. It is gloomy as hell. You have a mini flashlight attached to your keychain. Will you light it and aim at what you think you're seeing, or you will spin your heel and get the hell out of there? What can I say? This is an adventure and I'm not a pussy, so I will light it and aim it at what I'm thinking I'm seeing. So let's go. Let's go, boys. Let's go. The eyes of the stone gargoyles are radiating a bright demonic red while you flash the light upon them. And this is not a well-kept house anymore, for it is old. Oh God! For it is old, dusty. The marble is cracked from what you can see in light. Murderer. You can hear this. You can hear this old woman evil voice, but you can't see where she is. It's the entire house as a surround sound speaker. Murder. But that is the least of your concern right now, for the gargoyles jump off their perch and their palms hit the ground without a noise. Yeah, I don't like it. I don't like it. They are ready to take a stance against you. Like a pair of guard dogs, they close in for the kill, looking for an angle to bite when you are most vulnerable. These things are about the size of a San Bernard, only larger. Well, fuck me. And with claws sharp like razors. That's not good. That's not fucking good. You put your car key between your index finger and middle fingers and make a fist. It's not much of a weapon, but it will have to do. As they near, you can see that they had no longer the stone statue they greeted you, but now molded out of grey flesh and with hungry, milky, cunning teeth. Stand your ground and fight with this creature of the darkness. Oh, first gargoyle skill 5, stamina 6. Second gargoyle skill 4, stamina 6. I don't understand. The first gargoyle is the first that is most near to me, because logic wise I will fight the second gargoyles, because He has skill of 4. But I don't know their position in the battleground. Well, let's do this. Let's go for the first, second, and stuff, and follow the story. So let me fight the first gargoyle. Come on, dude, fight. Attack 13. First gargoyle attack 13. You attack 14. Second gargoyle. Oh yes. A little bit. The first one was even. The third one, I got a point. Let me fight the second one. Let me see. Fight. Oh god, he got me. But I got you in the second place. Awesome. Let me keep fight the second one that has least amount of skill. Yes! I keep fighting him. Yes. Oh, one is gone. One is gone. One is gone. Perfect. Let me finish this one. Ah! He got me. 2 points. Let's go. Yes. Got stamina 4. Let's fight it. Fight, fight. Yes. Come on. One other attack. One other attack. Yes. The lights come back on in the foyer and everything goes back to normal. Like the very first second you step into the place. Power outage, even the candles, and the gargoyles are back where they started, on the base of the stairwell railing. It's as if the battle with those creatures never happened. Maybe you imagined it? You search the area hoping to find that belladonna before you attract something. There are many doors connecting to the ground foyer. Above each doorway on the wall there is an unusual arch, water like what one might see in a palace from the 1001 Nights. Each door is closed, so there is no determining what is exactly behind them, but they are coded however. Just as you are pondering which one to investigate, the chandelier above starts to rotate slowly, as if someone breezes coming in from somewhere. Is it a gentle wind, or is it something else? There is an unnerving feeling about this place, and you wonder if the belladonna really that. But do you really want to live your life as a werewolf? Quietly step into the center of the room and speculate where you're going to search for. To your left are double red doors, and further down are green ones with metal studs on them, as if they belong to some dungeons. To your right are black glossy doors with an emblem of a sinister red dragon on them, dressed up in a mural ready to swallow its. And further down are burgundy doors pointed on top, like some vampire fangs. where you will investigate for. Okay. Ah. Well, knowing that I have some relation to the werewolf, which is fine for the story, I much prefer to be a vampire than a werewolf, but for the story, it's okay. Let me see if there is something related to the werewolf stuff. So, do you want to live your life as a werewolf? Red Dragon had nothing to do with a werewolf. Further down are burgundy doors pointed out like a vampire fags. Nothing to do with werewolf. So, black dragons, no. Burgundy are vampires. Grand forest staircase. Or green double doors further down. Go to the red doubles door. They are locked. You must search elsewhere. Where do you investigate next? Going with the green double doors. The room beyond is in effect a dining hall, but a very unique one. It has a medieval studded chairs and a large heavy oak table. The food is still good. It reminds you of a type of a feast of George R. Martin. The baby pig with an apple in its yap reminds you the delicacy only a king will devour. There is duck, lemon dill herring, and all kinds of platters by right with baklava and various fruit. You were supposed to eat here tonight, you want. Setting the wall on the right is a aquarium. All kinds of tropical fishes. It is the only things giving the dark rooms. You notice a key in the gravel and wonder what is for. Will you? An oak cracker with some caviar. It's something. Leave this room. Cracker with some caviar. With all this fucking. Oh, let me hit something else. Return to stamina points. Now, will you? Fine by me, and let me leave this room. And green doubles, they go on the foyer staircase. Because they are the only ones that are not vampire and other things related. As soon you step closer to the stairs, the massive gargoyles jump down off their perch and aggressively confront you. You can avoid a bad situation by backing off, and they will leave you alone. You will not get in upstairs by this route. Days as mystical creatures, and you don't have a weapon to combat them. Okay, I have to search everything then. The red, I did it. The green doubles, I did it. Let me go to the black dragon. Oh my god. Okay. Finish? Yes. Fuck. The room beyond is murky, shielded from the outside light by heavy black velvet drapes. There is a mini flashlight on your keychain which you realize can put to use. This must be the front parlor, for there is a gargantuan brick fireplace, and in the darkness it looks like a yawning mouth. 19th century furniture situated about sofa, lounges, chairs, and fancy old tables. You nearly trip over a rock coming in. The door gently closes behind you, engulfing the room. You search the tables, anything that has drawers, but find only tarot cards, dried flower assortment, and candles. Soot falls down in the fireplace, sending a phantom of dust into the air. Something moves beneath the large carpet in your direction. You keep a steady hand, only a very light tap on it, hoping it to be a rat or your eyes playing tricks, but nothing comes out from underneath it. You scan the room with your flashlight and spy a pair of French doors on the opposite end of the room. Didn't a serious shadow move across the glass to the other side, or was it your flashlight being weird? Frozen in place, you stand there, and then your light source starts to fade out, then comes back on. If it goes out, you will be in pitch blackness. But you haven't gone so far. You still know how to get out if your device quits you. Your flashlight starts to die. The battery is fresh. You just bought it. Fearing your flashlight will quit, you try the door to exit, find it locked. You're stuck. Above the fireplace is a life-size oil portrait of a dark-haired young man. It reminds you of Vlad Tepes of Wallachia, a youthful, valiant, evil man. It seems that his black, beady eyes are glaring at you every time you move. You'd swear they are staring into your own eyes with a warning of morbid foreshadowing. You feel like that mysterious man might strike you dead if you step anywhere near the fireplace. By the door there is a large oak door cabinet. It looks like an old china cabinet your grandmother has in her dining room. Except that this one is full of bones. Closer inspection revealed that they are all animal remains and not human. You wonder why the owner would stock the piece of furniture, odd memorabilia rather than beautiful antique. There are few desks and table about the place. Haven't searched. Perhaps the key of the door is what you use. So let's go one by one. The fireplace. There seems nothing odd about this fireplace, but then you reach up to touch the painting, find that it can be moved. You take a quick behind it and see what happened to the door of a safe. Quickly you tear down the painting, find relief that the safe has already been tampered with. Inside the safe is a little stuffed monkey. the crude study of a mad taxidermist, and also a human head sitting in a bowl of blood. The decapitated head looked like it was removed from its owner's shoulders only days ago, and the blood is resting in its still warmer flesh. You find a piece of paper note that reads, because they thought they belonged to Satan. Little did they understand that they were crows of flesh. Satan, his followers, were nothing but a deficient creation, crafted after the likeness of God. This message means nothing to you, and as you put the note back into the safe, the monkey springs to life and bites you on the wrist, leaps over your head and scurries across the room and becomes lost in the darkness. You drop your flashlight in the process, and when you retrieve it, search the room for the monkey, but it's gone, or I found a really good hiding spot. There is nothing else. Someone chuckled on the other hand of the room, but a quick scan, the flashlight proves no one is there. That bite wound really sting, but luckily bleeding. When you open the glass door of the curio, they dry up, all bones all come out toppling out, cascading to your feet. You do find a steel key through, and your heart takes a leap. You have to find the key to get out of this parlor. However, upon trying the keys, you discover that it does not in fact open the door of the room. Let's check every fucking single room. Let's go to the desk and the table. There's not much in the drawer except tarot cards, old calligraphy pens, and a few quills. You find tarnished, outdated coins and an anomalous necklace with a jade pendant attached. It doesn't look like it would be of any value in the outside world, but you take it with you anyway. To wear the jade talisman or subsequently to take it off, select it in the possession. Click use. There is nothing else in tables of desks besides unless trinkets they had relatives. Okay. Oh, it's another fight. Okay. What happened here? As you were walking over the other hand, something tightens its grip around your ankles, twinkling your skirm, your flashlight to your ankles, and see ghostly clothed only your in place. The only way to describe what you're looking at are those zombie-like hands you might see in horror movies. The furniture stopped to flip over on their own, and a big carpet whips off the floor and envelops you. It weighs a damn ton, but you struggle with all your might to get it off your head. The cloak keeps their hold on you, and eventually the fight is too much. You topple over. The carpet lifts off your head and smashes those French doors, causing them to unlatch and open. That shadow you saw earlier comes to the doorways. There is the sound of a shuffling trunk, troop Thunk, shoo. A young woman emerges and she is completely naked. It appears her ankle is fragmented and the bones are protruding out of the broken skin. Her face is scratched up in a horrible gash. Only thing you can mutter is help me, but know damn well you are in trouble. She extends her hand as if she is the one in peril, and her drops draw. All the slip from the hair-blooded mouth is a long sight and an ugly moan. You prepare yourself for the worst and hold tightly onto your flashlight, getting ready to defend yourself. You have seen too many zombie horror movies and you are positive you are up against a zombie. The fragrance of death hits your nose. Her body starts to break apart, gush open across her torso and blood come out. But not the way you imagine it. No, it doesn't splash or gut out. It takes to the air as if she were in outer space. The blood looked like a crimson ribbons. Her legs break apart. Her arms pierce away into segments until the entire being is no longer. The blood encircles her hair, and her head comes off her shoulder. The loud bone wrenches. What you are now, creatures in nothing but fragments and floating beams of blood. You realize and remind yourself that you are in a house where axe murders took place, and this thing was obviously one of the victims. When she was murdered, he hacked her up real nice and let her soul to devour. She takes a wipe at your face with her blackened clothes, and the blood that has a life of its own starts to engulf you. You still cannot move because of those claws holding your ankles, and the blood smothers your eyes and tries to get between your lips. The stench of rot will drive you insane or cause you to vomit. She's coming closer to you, all those floating bloody parts. You have to use your flashlight to fend her off, one body part at a time, and slap away the blood, trying to suffocate you. You never felt so much fear, and now would be a good time to turn, but night hasn't arrived yet. Your corpse will rot in this very room for months. Oh God, okay. Let's fight. Mutilated daughter, skill 6, stamina 8. How much I have? I still have a ton. Okay, let's fight. Bitch. Skill 6, stamina 8, blah blah blah. The creature dissolve with a long howling scream, and rather than falling to the ground, the blood and the body part vanish. The claws holding you to place disappears also, and now you are able to get to your feet. The room is deadly silent. You decide to investigate the room she came out of, tiptoeing to the French doors in case you trigger some other horror lock in the dark. It appears to be some room laden with vines, red rose, and thorns. A majority of the windows are spray painted, making it gloomy as hell in there, and there are few metal chairs thrown about. Whatever wasn't spray painted, but you see those thorns rising along the glasses and Rose, oh, for fuck's sake, what happened to the music? Come on, guys. I have to do it again. Let me do it again. Whatever was spray painted in cover glasses, you see the horn rising along the glass, and roses glow wildly. It is then that you notice in a flower pot a grimy dog tag with the number #6 on it. Keeping this little shiny object, you leave the room and go back out to the parlor. You bang your shoulder on the door, but heavy to breathe. You are tired of being locked in here, and now you are going to burst out of this. You pick up a chair, start ramming to. Testing my luck, baby. Testing my luck. Let me see what I have. The door swings open at the exact time you go to ram in again and fly head first back into the fleet foyer, gripping on the floor, carrying the chair and all. The dragon doors close again all by themselves behind. Not sure if you're by now, but you decide staying in the house is such a good idea. Found it, that's for sure. But who'd believe you? Well, at least you are no longer in parlor. You get back to your feet and brush yourself off. Oh, what I missed, the burgundy. The burgundy, yes. Those are locked in always. Continue further down, but a large iron gate blocks your way. I saw everything. Probably the last one, the grandfather staircase. Steel key. Ah, I can use that in that way. Okay, okay. Okay, be right back. Let me take a break. Be right back. Just a second. Just 5 minutes. I still figure out how to use these game books. Be right back, guys. Well, I'm back. Oh, they still can unlock the door. That's good. You need a flashlight to switch the wall don't work. A library of sorts. The shelves are neatly customized with encyclopedias, foreign language dictionary, and books of the occult and demonology. On the log rectangular table you find the open journal and read one of these passages. Oh, October. So seems legit. October 22, 2014. Another day of this. I can cope with the enemy. People will die for the amount of suffering I endure day in and day out. I had my job. I had my fucking boss. That bitch. Fucking women. They think they know everything. October 24, 2014. Where wolfbane sit wrapped on Elisa's skin to ward off vampires and werewolves, or drink a concoction made of belladonna. Wolfbane's wormwood herb to rid yourself of lycanthropy. There is nothing else written in the book, and you can clearly read everything else has been violently scribbled over the black marker of a crayon. There is a crude drawing of an ejaculated penis etched to the margin. Okay. You assume it must belong to the owner of the manor, but surely not the ex-murderer. Been dead for ages now. Okay, let's go. It takes our luck. I'm lucky. After much praying around, you find a neat cabinet behind one of the bookshelves. Inside, you find coins dating back to the early 20th century. Few blacks and white photographs of possibly the family that once resided there, and a ripped up letter, so damaged that most handwritten letter. One section telling wow. I keep my secret locked up. You need the dog tags to get in the study. You do. Ha 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 ha. Fucker. Good luck finding them. Wow, such an evil, vile house. And who the heck is speaking to? You? You make a mental note of this message, and then the candlestick phone on one of the tables start to ring. Let me answer it, of course. When you leave the receiver, you say nothing, only listen. Who is there? There's a man's rough voice. You still remain silent. I know you are in my house, going through my stuff like the little thief you are. Do you think I'll let you out here alive with that belladonna? The line goes dead. To your bewilderment, antique phones belong to the early 20th century era, and yet it just... You realize that the wiring of the phone has been severed by the knife of a system. Just as you're about to leave, a metal shutter comes down over the window. I'm shut on the door with the deafening bang. Even the doors out of this close and lock. There is a loud hiss, and you know it is sort of gas escaping to. Frantically, you scan the dark room with your flashlight and put your face in the nook of your arm, hoping it would buy your time. Well, let's taste our luck, guys. In desperation, you knock all of the books from their shelves open to find a hidden door and smash the main doors with a chair to no avail, for these doors are heavy and cannot be bullied open. Will you? Examine a head mouth of Benjamin Franklin. Look for a hidden switch. Bang on the door and call for help. Let's go there and find some hidden switch, like you do, like you do. Most libraries in big old houses have some sort of hidden room behind its bookshelf, and you try to search for the secret that will trigger the doorway. Oh my god. Okay. The hissing gases are monstrous now. Your flesh feels like it's burning as if acid were poured on it. Your lungs collapse. You puke up blood. Your tongues fall into the floors, listening as on fire. You will not live long enough to find this mythical switch. You have wasted too much precious time. In seconds, you are on the floor, breathing in agony, as your organ and skin rightfully. Oh my god! Oh no! No! I'm dead? Really? Okay, okay. I succeed the first book and I got defeated by the second one. It was fun. It was fun. A lot of reading. A lot of take. A lot of things to get on on my mind. So that's good. That's fine. I will try another one another day. That's fine. Was fine. Was fine. Was fun. A good adventure. Well, guys, happy 10th of October. Okay. Happy 10th of October. See you next time.